Hey guys, it's Jill here for another live video. I'm probably got my hair a little messed up. I was driving around in my brand new convertible Mazda Miata. I was doing a podcast with some of my friends who also talk about this same stuff. So I will post a link to that when they have it ready, probably later this week. I should have probably done this outside and showed you my car too. It's really cool, but it's too hot out right now. So I'm back in the air conditioning and a mess here, but that's okay. So today I'm going to talk about, I asked for, if there was anything specific on people's minds and got a few things, but it occurred to me something to talk about, which probably will answer those questions anyway, because everything we talk about is the same thing anyhow. And so I wanted to talk about. I labeled this. Are you? I think it's something like, are you allowing the inmates to run the asylum? And so what I mean by that, if you've heard any others or some others of my videos before, or even some of my blog posts, which you can see at whatdidyoudo.jill.com. They're all there, hundreds of them. And sign up for the newsletter while you're there so you can get them directly in your email. Self-promo ad there. But, where was I? When I interrupted my ad. Oh, yeah. If you've seen those, then you'll know, you may have heard me talk about how we all have a crazy person that lives inside of our heads. And that, I cannot stress that enough to you. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who has that. It seems from all the people I've spoken with that's just a normal thing. Our sense of self, is really kind of like a crazy person. And just knowing that actually is really helpful, that everybody has it, because oftentimes we think like we're just crazy and everybody else is perfectly normal, because on the outside people appear to be. They hold it together enough that they look kind of not crazy. But believe me, they have that crazy person inside of them, just like you and just like me. I will just speak for myself, because I can't say for sure that you have one. But I'm gonna talk about this as if you all do as well, because this is so key to all of your other questions, is knowing that who or what we believe to be ourself is this crazy person. It's not, and so, like, it's pretty hilarious that we let this crazy person make all our decisions and run the show, run the asylum. The inmates are running the asylum. And it's ridiculous, because we are absolutely not that sense of self that we think we are. We not even close. Like, even when that sense of self doesn't act crazy, then maybe we think, well, okay, maybe this is me. But no, even when it's not crazy, even when it's seeming to be normal, whatever that means, which there is no such thing. But even then, that's not us. That sense of self that we have, that's not who we are. And that's not supposed to be running the show. The sense of self and our thoughts are there to help the real, true us live this life. It's not supposed to be the leader. It's not supposed to be running the asylum. It's not supposed to be doing everything for us. It's supposed to be supporting the true us, which is, as you know, I hope, which is the peace of mind underneath that crazy stuff, all that garbage going on in our head, all that noise, all that buzzing around in our head, all that anxiety, all that panic, all that anger, all that sadness. That's not us. That's just a made-up personality self that that seems to sound like us, or actually it just pretends that it's us. Sneaky little bastard that it is. It pretends that it's us, and it is sneaky, because as I talked about it a few days ago, I think, when we start to unravel that sense of self a little bit with this understanding, it fights back sometimes. And that's where you get people like Jolene going back and forth between feeling good and feeling bad, because it's the sense of self rebelling against unraveling. It doesn't want to unravel. Its whole life is leading you around by the nose and telling you what to do and telling you what not to do, and that you can't do this and you got to do this and you should be doing this and you need to do this and you got to think this and you can't think that. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Total, utter bullshit. Forget what it says. It's not who you are. It's a self-created sense of self. It's an ego. It's the ego mind. It's a crazy person. It's noise. It's not us. And you literally do not have to listen to it. We are what's underneath it. We are down here. We're not all this blah, blah, blah. We're down here. The true peace, the quietness, the wisdom. And that part of us that's the part that's watching all the crazy shit that's happening. And it doesn't care either. Like, it doesn't care if you want to listen to the crazy person. The true self, the consciousness, I like to think of it as consciousness, but people have different words for it. The true us, though, is aware of all the crazy shit and everything that's going on around us. And it's just experiencing it. It doesn't care if you have a panic attack. It's just watching. It's there, like that still small voice within is there. That wisdom voice is there to help us if we want to listen to it. But if we don't, it doesn't care. It's still there. It still has our back. It's still there in the background. And it's waiting. It's waiting for us to notice it or listen to it when we're done being led around by the nose by our crazy person. It doesn't care, and it's all good. It doesn't, as far as that true self is concerned, it's all good. Mm-hmm. We could be panicking, we can be doing all kinds of other crap, and our true self doesn't care because it doesn't matter. It's not like any of this actually matters in the long run. But that's that I won't go into that because that's probably will scare you away further from all this. So, like, just think about that when you feel like you're being forced to do or not do, or have fears or whatever. Like, that's not you who has those fears. That's just your crazy person trying. It is trying to be helpful. I will give it that sometimes. Sometimes it's trying to be helpful. It's trying to protect you. Don't go to that place because remember what happened last time. Like, that's the crazy person trying to help you. But, like, so what? Don't listen to it. You're not going to listen to someone off the street, who maybe a homeless person off the street who's saying the same thing to you. Don't go there, right? I mean, you kind of look at them and say, thank you, and go anyway. Like, that's what you can do with this person, this fake sense of self that we have. You don't have to do what it says. It's really that simple, because it's not you. And we can get along really fine by not listening to it. But it will rebel, so that's when you feel worse. Sometimes that's it rebelling. But it can't last. It will still unravel anyway, if you just keep in the conversation and keep listening. Hope that's helpful. I'll talk to you probably tomorrow, although I have a little busy day. We'll see. Bye.